It is unlikely that Pierre Salinger could have imagined, when he asked Grace Kelly on June 22, 1982, how she would like to be remembered, that the question would take on great significance the following September 14, when she passed away as a result of injuries sustained in the fatal traffic accident in which she died. His life at the premature age of 52. The one who was Hitchcock's muse in the movie's Window to the Yard and To Catch a Thief reflected on the issue and stated, "I would like to be remembered as someone who was good at his job, compassionate and kind." When the man who was President John Fitzgerald Kennedy's press chief wanted to redirect the reaction to the movie, the mother of Caroline, Alberto and Estefania Grimaldi, "I showed great humility. I don't see anything in my career that makes me stand out from other people. I've been very lucky, but I don't think I've been successful enough as an actress to be remembered for it." Pierre Salinger, who was a senator in 1964 and Robert F. Kennedy's campaign manager 4 years later, emphasized the idea of posterity and restated the question, if he had a life different from his own, how would he choose to live it? Grace Kelly, Oscar winner for The Woe of Life, 1954. "If I could reincarnate, I would want it to be one of my dogs. They have a simple and easy life." Grace Kelly was very upset that the press was publishing statements and news that were not true. Salinger gave several thoughtful interviews with Grace Kelly, while confronting her American roots and her naturalization as a European when she married Rainier of Monaco. One of the issues he was most affected by, both at the beginning of the interview and at the end, was the confrontation between what he considered serious press and the sensationalist press, of which Kelly stated he felt victimized. "We, in Monaco, have a press office and media executives can call me to talk. I will be happy to tell you whether something is true or not. I don't care about negative opinions, that they say they don't like Monaco, but I regret when they put words in our mouths that we didn't say or quote us with things we didn't express. There is little we can do about it," said the Princess of Monaco. "My husband and I are public figures and we accept it, but my children don't like it. It's hard for them because the paparazzi follow them non-stop," said the former actress, who nevertheless showed her face to photographers. "It's not their fault, they're trying to make a living, it's the editors who buy the photos. They make up things, romances that don't exist. It's very unpleasant," emphasized Grace Kelly, who at the same time stressed the importance of freedom of the press. "The difference of opinion is very important. The more newspapers the better, but people also have to take moral responsibility." Another issue they touched on was women's liberation, to which Grace Kelly responded with words that today can hardly be understood, but which must be placed in their historical context. "The price of freedom and independence often brings loneliness. Alcoholism among women has increased dramatically. Women should have the right to work and choose their profession. There are many professions available to women in which they can excel. I myself was the first woman to get on a board of directors, in Hollywood, in 5 years. It was very interesting and I loved it." An Oscar winner and Alfred Hitchcock's muse, she hadn't considered a return to movies. One of the dreams of Grace Kelly's fans, which remained unfulfilled, was her return to the movies she left in 1956 with The Swan and High Society. But she didn't seem very interested. "I don't know. It's flattering to me that people think I can come back to movies after more than 25 years. To do it right, it's a full-time job. It would mean completely reorganizing my life and making a very difficult decision. I never say never or always." Grace Kelly also addressed the issue of her children's education in an interview that found the teachings she received as an American adapted to what might be useful to them and, in addition, she emphasized that "I tried to expose them to as many points of view as possible. Similarly, we always tried to raise our children with our adult friends, bringing all ages together. It was healthier and more fun for everyone." He also emphasized that Monte Carlo at certain times of the year is a place of international meetings and we invite many nationalities to our table. The Princess of Monaco revealed that with her children, who went to French schools, she spoke English, a language they spoke among themselves and with their father, recalled Rainier Monaco. "I always surrounded my children with people who spoke English, but in addition, 2 of them speak German, 2 of them speak Spanish and 2 of them speak Italian," emphasized the actress, stating that most of the discipline comes from the mother. but the threat of the father is important when the children are teenagers. The presence of the father is very important. She herself learned French, read and wrote, but did not speak it well enough when she arrived in the principality to become the wife of Rainier Monaco, but learned it by osmosis and above all by reading a lot. Very busy with the tasks of her rank, charity work and representation in the principality, Grace Kelly found she had little time for all her plans.